Hello, this is a quick guide to the Proving Grounds Grandmaster Nightfall. This Grandmaster Nightfall has anti-barrier and unstoppable champions. It also has all types of elemental shields. It can depend on which type of mini-bosses spawns. You can have any of them, you have to be prepared for them. And also it's got solar damage increased for both us and the enemies. The loadouts that we're going to be running are mainly arbalist focused, so we can take care of all the shields and the anti-barriers with that. Also using an unstoppable scout rifle and using a solar linear fusion rifle for damage. I'm using Geomag Chaos Reach for a particular reason in the tank room that you'll see, to melt the tanks and take care of that room really easily. Also Frozen with the Geomag and Chaos Reach build as well for a similar reason. He's also using arbalist, unstoppable scout, and a linear fusion rifle that's solar. Remedy is bringing a bubble, then also bringing arbalist, unstoppable scout, and a solar linear fusion. So when we start off here, we want to hang to the left and go up the side. You don't have to kill all of the enemies, you can ignore basically the Vex. Only need to really worry about the champions, and we can kind of just go towards the back. There's an unstoppable champion that spawned behind us that we'll get in a second, but I always like to take out that turret first. And then we want to look back to this unstoppable champion down here. We're all running that revitalizing blast mod as well, which does an explosion when you stun the champions. So we keep going up on the left hand side. There's the anti-barrier champion now that we're going to take care of. Go. If we keep going up along the left hand side, there'll be turrets that we need to take care of at the very back, but we can just skip part of the enemies. That's the unstoppable champion spawning there. But he was dead. Yeah, from this angle here is kind of the angle that we'll be staying for most of the fight here. And take out the turrets. I do like to take out this far turret, because otherwise when you're trying to get rid of the shield later, it can shoot you. I don't know if they took the champion out yet. So once you kill enough of these enemies, that's when the boss starts coming. Here he comes now. Obviously with increased solar burn, his machine gun attack is probably going to hurt quite a lot. So I want to make sure we're not getting beamed by that. So just using the cover here from the rock. And taking out the adds in the champion. Nice. We can slowly put some damage in on the boss now. Now we're going to have adds when he gets to half health, his shield goes up. He goes and hides, we have adds to our left, including an unstoppable at the end.
Nice, doesn't get stunned.
Might have stunned it too quick.
Yeah, I did. Finish it?
Yep.
So Remedy does have Aeons on, so we're getting the ammo from the finisher. Now to deal with this, if you want to, you could run Skyburner's Oath instead as one of the weapons. You can use Unstoppable for it as well, and you can actually shoot through the shield. If you ADS with Skyburner's Oath, you can shoot through the shield. Alternatively, you can just run on top of him and he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have a stomp attack, so you can just literally stand right next to him and shoot this. Obviously what we did there was we waited for him to be shooting the other direction, looking at someone else, and then you can just hug him. If you wanted, you could just punch him to death. But yeah, this guy, for some reason, doesn't have a stomp attack. Don't know why. So he literally just walks around and doesn't really do anything while you're doing this. Obviously it takes a while to punch, probably quicker just to shoot, but this is a really, really safe strategy. Not really gonna die.
Oh my god, to give me ammo.
I got ammo too.
You willingly enter my Imperial land tank, the Halfa Selectus. You honor me. May you meet a glorious death.
I'm just waiting for these ads to spawn here.
My war machine purrs. She hungers for battle. Have you the same appetite?
Alright, when we get to the tank room, you gotta watch out for those
You fight well, Guardian.
vehicles. I can't remember what they're called. They can one-shot you. Yeah, the interceptors. The Scions have a void shield, the Scions that are driving the interceptors, but the interceptors themselves aren't shielded, so you can shoot them with anything. The Scions themselves can be kind of annoying to kill as well, because they're slightly protected. But as soon as we drop down here, we're going to kill the snipers that are on the sides. There's one on the left, one on the right, we want to take out first. Then we can start looking at the ads. Also the vehicles as well.
My god, he's riding it.
We have anti-barrier down the middle. There's an arc shielded dude as well. Go. Champions down. Okay, we've got the left interceptor down as well, so it's kind of safer now to be chilling on the left hand side, because then the right one can't kill us. Now the way we do this room is we leave the far interceptor alive until the very end. I feel like the other enemies are a bit more of a threat.
Down.
Alright, looks like nearly everything's dead. Can get some ammo. Dogs coming. Gotta be careful getting too close as well. That interceptor is gonna try and kill me. I think we have the arc here. That guy alive as well. The little Scion with the Acreus arc shotgun. He's running forward. Alright, and the next part here is going to show you why the Chaos Reach is. Chaos Reach seems like a weird super to use in a solar burn strike, but makes the tank part of this room a lot easier to deal with than running like... Oh! I think it got run over. Than running, unlucky. Than running banner shields or anything like that. I feel like this is a better strat. So what's going to happen when we kill this is the tanks are going to spawn. Remedy is going to be targeting the snipers that come out of the sides. Me and Frozen are going to Chaos Reach the tank. So we have Frozen targeting left, I target right. What we do is we destroy one of the legs on the tank and then just Chaos Reach it and it dies. And what happens once the two tanks die, here we go. When the two tanks die, all of the ads in the room run to the back of the room. So 3 shots to destroy a leg, and then just Chaos Reach the rest of the tank. Like it took a little more, and it's dead. So both tanks are now dead. So what you'll see is all the enemies run to the back of the room. Look at them. They'll all just run to the back, and it just makes this whole thing safe. You don't have the anti-barriers pushing forwards and charging you. Some people like to hide behind the blast shields, but you get like the anti-barriers running up close. The whole room's safe. You could just like emote right here and just kill all the ads from the back. So yeah, insta-killing the tanks, no matter how you do it, makes this whole section a lot easier.
I hit that guy.
Dog's coming. Healing. Lucky. Job. Yeah, very smooth tank room. Now we can still use our Chaos Reach obviously for the ad clearing and sections upcoming as well. So it's still handy for other stuff. But the main reason is just for the tanks, as you saw there.
Cabal. We eat the mountains. We drink the seas.
Oh, we got the good voice line. Pog.
We are here to stop you.
You seek to drive a knife into the heart of my tank? My troops will defend its life with theirs.
So up here, we have an unstoppable on the side. The main danger in this next part are the rocks. There's no like real good way of avoiding the rocks, but I just find not dawdling too long, not just like standing there in the middle, just being quick usually means you don't get hit. I've got my Chaos Reach if you want to grab yours. Because I have a Chaos Reach already again, just going to use it on these ads. Got to watch out on the turrets as well, on the left as you come out of the door. There's one close and then another one as you peek around here. Got an anti-barrier to our right as well. Go. And this next section here, you can have a different boss at the end. So we've got the mini Scion. Honestly, I think the Scion's the worst one. If you get the Centurion dude, he likes to jump up in the air and be an easy target. Make sure you watch out for the anti-barrier, and you have some turrets as well that like to spawn up on the sides.
Also, watch out for rocks. They're kind of annoying.
He's one shot, he's finishable. As soon as you kill that yellow bar, by the way, that's when the ads behind me spawn. I don't have my super frozen.
Yeah, I got it.
So we have an anti-barrier coming out the left with a bunch of ads, and then we have the axe dudes up on the right. Oh, that was a grenade.
That barricade, I think, saved me.
We'll have to go back to the ball. Alright, once we dunk the ball, obviously we've got a bunch of enemies up here. Gonna have an unstoppable and an anti-barrier. I basically have my chaos reach, so I'm gonna try and chaos reach the adds as they spawn, as I come around the corner. I want to kind of let them gather up a bit. Get the ones in the back. We got the anti-barrier dead. Got the unstoppable now. And finish it because Remedy's got Aeons. This gives a highlight as to the enemies left as well, which is kind of nice. Once you've only got like a couple left. Also, feel free to obviously use your supers in that section, because once you get up here and start the boss fight, you get your supers back. So there's no point holding on to them.
My guardians do what they must. Today, they must be champions.
Now in the boss room, we found some spots that are generally safer from the boss's attacks, so that's where we're going to kind of show and hang out. So at the start here, both Remedy and Frozen are going to run to the back corner, and I'll start it and go and join them.
Let the right of proving commence.
As soon as I start it, I run down here. Now the balls that come out, the solar balls, I jump into this area, so they track me into the wall. But you can see back here, the boss can't even hit us. You can just hide in this back corner and then just peek out when you feel like you need to. We will have adds spawn out of the sides though. Here they come now. So 3 on each side, there's 3 on this side, and then 3 on the other side. Obviously if the boss launches solar attacks at us, they'll probably hit the wall. If you're too far out here, they'll come and attack us, but... Now we can take care of the boss. The boss is a weird crit, so he's got a normal crit on his head, but if you shoot just above his head, that counts as like a back crit. On some Cabal, their back actually takes more damage than their head, but for some reason the top of this guy's wings count as that crit, so you can see the top part does a bit more damage than his head. So aiming for up there
Ow.
can actually make better DPS. Now, once we push his health bar down, we're going to get some unstoppables to our left and one on the opposite door to the right. Now to start off with, I'm going to be hugging like close in here, so any solar balls that spawn hopefully go into the wall while we're killing this guy. And then I'm going to go over here. While we're killing this guy. Because the spot that I'm in right now, all the solar balls will be tracking into this wall here. So he's launching some now, and they'll just go straight into this wall. To break the shield though, and to start the next part of the fight, again, if you have Skyburner's Oath on, you could just shoot the shield generator from outside. That's a really easy way to deal with it. But what we're just going to do is we're just going to wait for the solar ball attack to stop. He does, I can't remember how many, it's like 13 or 14 waves of this solar attack. And then he'll just stop and just not do it anymore. So we're just going to wait for that. It can be boring waiting, so that's why, you know, if you have a Invis Hunter, sometimes people use a Banner Shield Titan as well, you can try and push in there and attack the generator, but this is just a safe strat, like very, very easy. So if you just wanted to try and get the clear without trying to rush too fast, this is probably the best thing to do. Or alternatively, like I said, using Skyburner's Oath, you can still stand at the back and shoot the generator as well. So I haven't been counting, don't know how many more attacks it is, but hopefully not too much longer.
13?
I think it's 13, but I don't have the attention span to just sit and count. So, I mean, if someone's watching the video right now, you can say in the comments how many attacks has he launched, or unless you've counted it yourself.
Friggin' many.
I think we're done.
Oh, now he's shooting. Yeah, he's
When
shooting
he
now.
starts spamming his like void attack, that's usually meaning that he's done. So to deal with the generator without invis or anything, basically you just see who he's targeting, and then the other person can go in and shoot. So right now it's targeting Frozen, I can just peek in, get a couple of shots off, move back. You have to be careful being close to him though, he does like to slam the ground. So if he's like standing right up close, I wouldn't walk in, even if he's facing the other way. There we go.
Got more ads as well.
Yeah, more ads come in. We've got Chaos Reaches though, so we can use these to take care of the ads. Yes, he's launching the solo attack close to us. We're just going to run through the tunnel to the other side to avoid it. The tunnel's safe to just run through normally like we do there. What makes the fire spawn, I should have explained this earlier, is if you stay in here too long, the fire spawns. So it's really safe to use as like a getaway. And also where Remedy's sitting right in the middle, if the fire spawns, that's actually a safe spot, you don't die right there as well. The problem is, it does make the fire happen. So generally I try and stay out of here so we can use it as a safe zone when we need it. Alright. Next section, boss is going to go up here and unstoppable champ spawn. Now, I'm kind of delaying a bit, because these unstoppable champions used to like to teleport, so generally I kind of make sure they're baited out of the doorway and are chasing me. That usually gets them not to teleport.
Oh, there he is.
Otherwise they teleport like right next to you, it can be kind of scary. Remember, you can probably finish.
Yeah.
Now the boss can still shoot us from where we are here with his void attack. All of the solar balls don't make the distance though, they blow up before they get here, you don't even need to bother shooting them. But his void attack can hit us. So that's what we just need to watch out for. So generally I've been using this kind of block here to, I'm behind that so he can't see me. But similar thing to before, if you have a Skyburner's Oath, you could just shoot the shield generator and bust it. You could obviously do other strategies as well for going up there, but we're just going to wait for the solar attacks to stop. They've both got their supers, so when we start the next section as well, Frozen can Chaos Reach the ads this time. And we can also use the bubble for damage when we start DPSing the boss. Because when we start it, we get the 3 ads on each side jumping out the balconies. So using Chaos Reach to deal with those is quick and easy as well.
Well, he's
Still going. I don't know if he's done or not.
He's done now.
Find out.
He's done.
Yeah. You do have to be careful getting close to him. Like, kind of wait for him to be looking at someone else, and then it's, you know, safe for you to walk up.
I'll take the bait.
And similar thing to before, if someone's got his aggro, he's, you know, he's looking at me right now on my side, so I can't jump up and shoot the box.
Oh, no, he's
And
driving
someone
now.
else can.
Yeah, he's driving me now.
There was another strat as well where you could shoot Telesto underneath it to break it.
He's on my
Personally, I'd
side.
probably, like, if you're going to use a meme gun to do that kind of stuff, I'd probably say Skyburners is better, just because you can also use it as an anti-barrier, oh sorry, unstoppable scout this season.
Oh my god, that's scary.
And also you can use Skyburners from far away as well. Alright, now it's just DPS the boss. The boss likes to kind of run at you. So honestly, I find it safer than previous sections because you can just run away from him. And that's it. Nice job, team. And by the way, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe. Really helps me out.
Did
Thank
not
you.
imagine
Bye.
this outcome.